Yo, it's Wem. Today I'm going to show you a guide on Save the World. If you've recently brought a quest pack and you need to know how to unlock the 1500 V-Bucks, look no further. I'm going to break this video down into 7 parts. If you don't want to know about most of this, you can skip ahead. If you go to the comments, there will be a timestamp just to show you how to unlock the 1500 V-Bucks. Just go to chapter 7. To get started, I'm going to show you how to get Save the World. If you go to modes and go to buy epic, on the bottom right corner you're going to notice Save the World, and it's grey and it says requires purchasing. You will need to buy it to unlock the game mode. To do this, head over to the item shop and go all the way down to the bottom, and you're going to see special packs and bundles. There is a brand new pack called Hexed and Haunted, and it's going to cost you $13.99, but you're also going to get Save the World and a quest pack to unlock 1500 V-Bucks. It also comes with a skin, a backbling, a pickaxe, and a Lego style of the skin. This is only available for a short period of time and will no longer be available from November the 4th, 2025. Okay, once you purchase the pack, you're then going to get this. Hexed and Haunted Challenge. Earn 1500 V-Bucks by completing daily quests in Save the World. You also now have permanent access to Save the World PvE campaign. That means you can just play it all the time. Don't worry when the actual pack expires. You also get a skin with it, a backbling, and a pickaxe with 3 customized styles. Once you claim it, we can now head over to buy epic, and you have now unlocked Save the World game mode. So on the bottom right hand corner, you'll now have access to this permanently. Now you're ready to play, click on select, and it's going to go straight into an intro. If you don't want to watch the intro videos, just skip them and it's going to go straight into the game mode. You're now going to learn the basics to play Save the World. You can't really skip this, you just got to go through the baby steps on knowing how to do the basics. I'm going to fast forward to the next part. You're now going to be shown how to make weapons using schematics. So if you go to your inventory, you can now craft a handmade breacher. You're now going to get another cutscene, and you're now going to start fighting. This is basically going to introduce you to the Stormshield, and this is where we're going to start doing the mini quests. Your job now is to defend the fort, so you just need to eliminate as many zombies as you can in the time remaining. Once you get past the timer, you now need to start placing traps, and they're going to show you how to do that.
The way out of here soon. We're all as good as dead.
Don't worry, hermano. We're working on it.
No need to worry. We've got your back. Let's place some traps. To keep husks from getting inside, place traps in front of the door. First step to buy us some time. Let's see how those survivors are holding up.
You'll now need to go in the building and then see how the survivors are. If you head towards the yellow marker, which is the exclamation mark, it's going to take you to a separate room. This is going to show you how to edit walls. If you're like me, you try to pickaxe it, don't. You now need to edit it, but before you edit, just repair the wall. Once you make a door, now head towards the rocket. When you get in the room, you're going to notice this blue stuff. This is called Blue Go. You're going to need it to power up things when you play this game mode. So go straight over to the rocket and insert it. And it's going to start a little cutscene. And it's basically going to tell you you need to go find more. There is a lot located around this area. It doesn't matter how much you get. You're just going to need 4 overall. So to speed it up, just grab 4.
Close by.
On the way out, you're going to notice this chest. Open it, you're going to get a rocket launcher. Make sure to equip it in your inventory. So take something out because you can only carry 3 weapons. You're going to need it to fight waves of zombies. Just like before, you're now going to have a time limit and you have to take out this big guy. It doesn't matter if he destroys the base, you're still going to complete it. Just eliminate as many zombies as you can in the 2 minutes. You're going to have these traps to help you as well. Once you get down to 0, you've now completed the quest. This is going to be the normal thing when you do storm-based shield challenges. You're just basically surviving. You don't even actually have to kill zombies because you can just place traps and it will eliminate them.
Stand by to move, Ramirez. As soon as that satellite data's ready, we're bringing you in. Great job out there. Thanks to that launch, we can now connect to our very own satellite. Let's take a look. I'm sure it's not that bad. Oh, wow. That is terrible. I stand corrected. Wow. Oh, great. They're in space too. Let's deal with that later.
Once you complete the intro, we're now going to go to the main screen, and this is where you're going to see the quest log. So we're currently unable to access the quest log because we need to make our homepage Stormshield. It isn't even there yet, and this is the one we need to get to level 3. So if you click on play now, we can get started by creating our very own. So as you can see, everything is purple. When you make the shield, it makes the map bigger, which will unlock the quest log, and we're going to get quests which will allow us to do daily ones, and we can unlock the 1500 V-Bucks. To activate the shield, go towards it, and it's now going to give you a step-by-step guide on the storm base. The first stage is basically building stuff around it to protect it. The second stage is protecting it from the zombies. The robot guide will tell you which direction the enemies are coming from, and that's the area you need to defend. As is north, east, south, west, each place will have a set spawn of enemies and a time limit. But before that gets started, you now need to actually protect your base, and it's going to show you how to do that.
Let's build some defenses around the storm shield. Let's start with walls. You have wood, stone, and metal. Now, add a door.
So if you haven't noticed, it's on simple builds. So as soon as you get the build mode up, you're going to notice the letters next to the build. So R2 will build a wall, R1 will build the floor, L2 will build the stairs, and L1 will build a pyramid, and then finally the traps will be square. This is for PlayStation. You can customize this by going into the settings, just like you do in actual Fortnite. It's up to you. At the moment we got a blueprint, but later on when you actually need to build your own stuff, it might become a little bit tricky, especially if you're used to playing serial builds and you don't build. It will become very complicated, especially when it comes to presets. If you build half a wall, it's going to stay half a wall unless you manually reset it. So you need to figure around with the settings, or the wall will be like a small wall. When you need a big wall, it will get very complicated, and before you know it, you're going to be swarmed by zombies. So just be very careful when you have presets. Once you finish putting all the traps down on the floor, you're then going to get the second part of this. You're going to defend the storm shield base. The robot guide will now show you how to use your special moves. If you notice, you have grenades. If you look under your materials where your builds are, it's going to show you L1 and R2 under grenades. If you use that and aim towards the target, it will blow it up. There is a cooldown period, so you're not going to be able to use that every time. I think it's around 24 seconds. It's now time to defend your storm shield. To get started, head over to the storm shield and activate it. The robot Ray is going to show you how to do that. So go to the computer, access it, and just expand the storm shield. This will then do a little cutscene to show it building up and to show where all the enemies are coming from. He will also tell you which direction they're coming from as well, which will give you a little guidance on which area you need to defend. So you can build walls in that area to slow the enemies down. The half walls do work a treat, by the way, but these guys will throw things at you which can do a lot of damage. You have roughly around 3 minutes to defend a base from any enemies. It doesn't matter if they destroy these builds, just stop them getting towards the storm shield.
Clear out the husks.
So when you build walls, you're going to notice on your map like a little circle flashing. This is where the enemies are destroying your walls. So it's basically giving you an indication of where they're targeting. So if you build quite a lot of walls behind you, you can see which layer they're at and you can get to them and eliminate them. Once you eliminate them, the red circle will disappear. When you eventually get to 0, you have completed and defended your Storm Shield level 1. It will now do a cutscene and you will now get a reward at the title screen. Your reward will change depending on your style. So there's going to be 3 things that come into fact: combat, building and utility. So combat is how many enemies you take out, building is what you build, and utility is like weapons you use, like, you know, traps. This will contribute to the different level of reward. The higher the reward, the better stuff you're going to get, such as new somatics for weapons. You can unlock staff which will upgrade your skills, and various other things like gold and llamas and all that stuff. Once you've collected it all, head back to the lobby and you will see your reward. So when you play this mode, you can get XP for your battle pass in normal Fortnite, and you can also get XP for your level on Save the World. This is called Hero XP. This will basically level you up and you will unlock special rewards which will help you out big time if you play this game overall. You also unlock new currency depending on which season you're in on Save the World. So if it's Christmas season, you get a certain like ticket. You also unlock these people as well. Depending on your style, it can make you a lot stronger. Also, if you do unlock pickaxes and people, they only count in this mode. They don't go into actual Fortnite locker. As you can see now, the quest log is now accessible. If you hit R3, you're now going to get this. Quest log with quests. Main quests, Hex and Haunted starter bundle, side quests and challenges. If you go down to Hex and Haunted, you now see it's available, but there is a catch. To actually have access to Hex and Haunted challenges, you need to complete the home-based Stormshield Defence level 3. I know what you're going to say, I just did that, but no, you did one stage. You need to do another 2 stages. This will basically open up the map, which will unlock daily quests. The daily quests are used to unlock the vbucks in the challenge pack. Before we can attempt to do home-based Stormshield 2, we need to complete 2 quests. As you can see on the map, it's now available, and this is Fight the Storm in the suburbs. So these are now missions, and you can do this with random people. Because you're low level, I recommend doing it on Phil, because they can do all the work. Once you're in the quest, you can just go and farm random stuff like trees, rocks, cars, pretty much anything. We need to get our resources up when we eventually do go to the storm base so we can build stuff around it and strengthen it. Each material will be maxed at a certain number depending on your level and how big your backpack is. You can also farm vehicles, and they're going to drop extra materials which can help build weapons or traps, depends on what you need the most. The only thing you need to do is activate the control panel. You'll need one blue glow to actually open the mission control. All members in the party will need to accept and start the challenge before it starts. If you don't, it will just not start and the timer will eventually run out and you'll get kicked. Because we're a low level, there's probably not much point fighting these zombies because you're just going to run out of ammo and not do a lot of damage. So what I would do is go farm all the houses. If you go into each house, you can find materials hidden in stuff, like in the chairs, in bookcases, in drawers, in fridges, and these will help build things later on. You can even get ammo from them. The first couple of levels you need to do is be a bit selfish and not play as a team. They can do all the hard work. Once the timer goes down to 0, you have then completed the quest.
Whoa! It just blasted a hole in the clouds! Score 1 for reckless amateur science! We've got to stock up on these beautiful sky lasers.
Just like before, you're now going to get a reward for how much effort you put into it. It's going to be XP, Survivor XP, Hero XP, Gold, and the odd other XP. You're also going to complete random quests which give you more pickaxes.
Alright. That atlas gives us room to breathe.
And the odd other weapon as well, and ammo. So once you go back to the lobby, you're now going to see that you now need to ride the lightning, and then we can go do Defense 2. Just like before, all we're doing is being carried, so you can just farm all the time and let the other guys in your team worry about defending the van. Once the timer hits 0, the mission will be completed. You're now going to get a reward for completing riding the lightning, and there's a few items you can use later on. This will also activate the next stage of the Stormshield Defence 2, and then we can progress to number 3.
Not a competition, Lars!
Fair enough, little robot. You go first.
You have now unlocked Home Base Stormshield Defence 2. You can choose to do this with Team Phil, that's with random people joining, or you can just have no Phil and just you on your own or someone in your party. If you are low level, I recommend just using Phil if you don't have any friends online. Once you go to your home base Storm Shield, you can basically build everywhere to limit the zombies coming to you. It's up to you, and then you can leave and then come back. Once you're ready, go over to the computer and expand the Storm Shield. You can wait for assistance. That means people will join and then it will start. You have 30 seconds for someone to join, and then you're going to get 2 waves of enemies. The first wave will last around 2 minutes, the second wave will last around 3. I just got a random person join, and he's now increased the storm base level to 24. When fighting these enemies, be very careful, because when you knock them, a beehive is going to land on the floor and it's going to have a little hive around it, which can cause damage after they die. So try to shoot from distance. If the teammate does decide to help you out, it'll be very helpful. Some of them do like to throw these robots down, and they will literally kill everything in front of them for a couple of minutes. In the meantime, by using these low walls, it will keep them away from your storm base, and you can just take them out one at a time. As soon as the timer gets down to 0, you're now going to have a break for around 40 seconds. You're going to prepare for wave 2, and it's going to be on the other side. So in my case, it's going to be on the east side. As you can see, a little grey marker on the map. That's where we need to get to. We now need to prep the area you haven't already and get ready for a 3-minute onslaught. This time they're introducing another zombie. This time it's going to be the lobber, and she's going to throw things from distance. So they're just going to literally lob things at you, so you just need to take them out as quickly as possible because they can damage walls from far. Once time hits 0, you have now completed the Stormshield Defence level 2. Once you go back to the lobby, you're going to get another reward.
Can you feel that shield power? It's unnerving. Now that we've upgraded home base, we have more room for survivors.
We've now got a brand new feature. We've unlocked the first support team slot of the hero loadout. That means we're now going to increase our health and our shield. Every time you get a new member, it's going to auto replace it if you change the setting to auto replace. So every time you add a new member, you're going to get something that increases. This time our health's increased to 453 and the shield has gone to 251. Before we can get to Stormshield Defence 3, we need to complete another 2 quests. This one is Gimme 3. Survivors are in need of rescue, complete a mission and bring them home. So what this means is we need to save 3 survivors in any successful mission and complete a mission in a 3+ zone. So this quest is going to be Fight the Storm. So just like before, you need to activate an atlas and then protect it for an amount of time. You don't actually have to do much. There's always going to be someone there. But don't forget you need to also save 3 people. So when you go around the map, you're going to notice a little blue person. Just go up to them and then talk to them and then they will drop a package and that means they're being saved. Also, don't forget to interact with actually starting the mission. You need a minimum of 2 people and you also need to insert 1 blue glow.
That's enough blue glow. You got this, Commander.
Once the timer hits 0, you then completed another mission.
Nicely done, Commander.
You really pulled my butt out of a roaring fire. I didn't stop to think that it's been 15 years since my last exfil. And that foul-up put the lives of your men and women in danger.
Once you're over the package, you're now going to be rewarded a few items and you also now added an extra feature. With the hero XP we've just got, we can now upgrade our heroes. That means you can level up your heroes so you can increase your level, which will increase your health and your shield and any attributes they have. So if you go to command and go to heroes and then manage. Once there, if you click on one of the heroes, you can now do more with them. So press triangle and upgrade. So on the right hand side you've got level up. Make sure you have hero XP and then you can upgrade them. However, you can't upgrade them too much because you're going to need other features. So we're going from level 4 to level 15 and this is probably going to have a big impact on us as a hero. We now have more health, so that's 762, and we now have shield of 420. You also increase the assault damage. Increase assault and SMG damage by 70%. SMG bonus does not stack with hip shot. And there you go. We've added some extra perks and now we can go to the next mission. We now need to go retrieve data. A research balloon is heading for the hostile territory. Save the balloon and recover the intel. Once you located the balloon, it's going to hover in the air. You then need to shoot it down. As soon as you shoot it down, make sure that you built something around it because the data is going to transmit. That means we're going to get waves of zombies. This is going to take a little while.
The balloon has landed. Defend that data.
So you now need to defend it for 7 minutes and you're going to get waves of zombies coming from different areas. Best thing to do is put traps on the side of the walls and then you can protect the other side. Once it hits 0, you've then completed the mission.
Nice work out there. Hit me with that meteorology, Balloon One. Blood. I need 50% chance of showers in the late afternoon. Hey, there's my guy.
You also now unlocked another new feature. This time you're going to be able to upgrade somatics. You can now level up your trap somatics with somatic XP. That means you can make them stronger and they can do more damage. Now we complete the third mission, we've now unlocked the home base Stormshield Defence free quest. If you click on it, we can get started. We might need to upgrade a few of the traps. So there's going to be now 3 waves, so every time you go up a level, you're going to increase the waves, and it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Once you've fortified the area, we're now going to go start the mission. Just go to expand Storm Shield. Remember, you can wait for assistance, but you don't have to. You can do this on your own. So you can cancel the assistance and then just expand the shield on your own. You can have around 10 seconds to go over to the side, and then we need to defend that area. We now have a new enemy called Sploder, and he's going to be throwing barrels at you, so we need to try to get in their face. You've got 2 minutes to defend this area. Once you protected it for that 2 minutes, we're now going to have a cooldown for around 30 seconds. We now need to get to the other side and wave 2 will start. This time we're going to have a set number of enemies we need to kill. Stormshield Defence 3 wave 2 incoming. We now need to eliminate 75 enemies. As soon as you eliminate 75 enemies, there's no time limit. The round will finish. You can have another break for 30 seconds and you need to get to the other side again. So this time for me it's going to be the south, so we need to get over there and we need to repair the area that we were before. I recommend putting more traps everywhere because this will limit them breaking in, but because it's wood will break really quick. I don't have enough time to change the materials, so just have to replace them when they get broken. We now need to defend the area for 3 minutes.
I did some thinking. I got a little carried away back there. To make it up to you, I know you've been wanting some equipment upgrades. So, we now have a full-time technologist to help you with anything you need. Introducing Kevin! The triangle one. Don't take it personally. He's an engineer. That's as happy as he gets.
We've also now unlocked the Hex and Haunted Challenge Pack. This now means we have access to all the challenges and we can start unlocking vbucks. If you head over to the quest log, we now have some new quests. If you drop down one to Hex and Haunted Starter Bundle, we now have the quests available to unlock the vbucks. So you've got 5 challenges. They are all the same and you pretty much have to do the same thing but just complete daily quests. So eligible quests are located under the daily quest category of the quest log. So if you go down underneath, you're going to have the daily quests. You just need to complete 1 and you will unlock 100 vbucks. Challenge 2, you need to complete 3 overall to get 200 vbucks. Challenge 3, you need to complete 5 to get 300 vbucks. Challenge 4, you need to complete 7 to get 400 vbucks. And finally, Challenge 5, you need to complete 9 overall to get 500 vbucks. To do that, like I said before, go down to daily quests. You can replace the quest or pin it. They're pretty simple. Please note these are random, you're not going to get exactly the same ones as me. So I need to complete Husk Extermination as a soldier. That is the style of the person I've got. And I know I need to kill 300 husks in a successful mission. You also get other rewards as well, 250 gold, 80 X-ray tickets and 14k Battle Pass XP. So we could just jump into any area of the map and then we just have to kill 300 zombies or husks as it's put. As you notice on the left hand side, I have 300 husks eliminate as a soldier, 1 out of 300. This is going to take a little while. It might take like a couple of games depending on if you're playing random people, because they might complete the missions really quickly. Some of the quests are shared with your teammates so they can help you complete them without you knowing it, but it's good to pin them on the left hand side so you know what you're doing and that it's actually working. This actually took me 2 games to do, so I've got 263 and we've got 5 minutes to complete what, 37? Can we do it? Yeah. Once you kill the last husk, the mission will disappear from the left hand side. That means you have completed it. The only thing you need to do now is actually complete the overall mission. If you don't complete the overall mission, the progress won't carry over and then you'd have to kill another 40 in another match. Now we've completed the mission, we're going to go back to lobby and we're going to get this message. Hex and Hunter Challenge 1 quest complete. So if you open the package, you're now going to have 100 V-Bucks waiting for you. If you return to the quest log, you can see your progress. So as I said before, you need to complete daily quests. The next challenge will be challenge 2 and we are 33% completed already because we've already completed 1 of the 3. So we need to just do 2 more challenges and then we will get another 200 V-Bucks. This will take a couple of days because the daily quests only reset once every day at 3 o'clock. That's in England. Depending on your time zone it will vary. As you can see, it's disappeared from underneath, so we've got no more quests. If you need any more information guys or help, just leave a comment and I will try to get back to you and help you out. Till next time, peace.